Hello everyone. So today we're gonna have a look at a technique I call macaroni. This involves using little circular pieces to create little macaroni shapes, in turn creating these kind of unique patterns. So I've got a few examples here. The first one being required timber company. You can see here that we use this little macaroni piece to create these horizontal bars with this lovely bit of negative space in the middle. We've got Yakima grass fed. So I wanted to portray these kind of grass sprouts as well as horns, and in turn that kind of made some nice little ears as well, with the negative space. So lots of clever things you can do. It's super restrictive, but it's super fun, super creative. Makes you kind of think outside the box a little bit. So this one is for jellyfish, pretty self-explanatory there, and same with mammoth. This was for a construction company. So yeah, let's get into it. So what you're going to do, or what I do is, which really helps, especially for this technique, is just to create a document that's 1,000 pixels by 1,000 pixels, and then create on top a layer that has this kind of just very basic square grid on. So each one of these squares is 10 pixels. Once you've done that, put it on a layer, lock it, put it underneath, and then your design is going to go on top. So to create your macaroni, it's just going to be using circles. So let's make this circle 40 by 40. And then we can make a bigger one that is 80 by 80. And then to create the shape, we're just going to delete 3/4 of the circle. You're going to use Command J, just to join these little pieces together. So now we can fill it. And that's your shape. That's what you're going to be using to create all these patterns. So the aim of the game is just to rotate the shape to form cool little patterns, and then rotate these patterns to make larger patterns, and you'll very quickly see that you can be super creative with it. You can get super technical, more detailed, or you can be super minimal. So if we wanted to create that kind of jellyfish shape, you're just again rotating these pieces, reflecting these pieces, to create your little shapes. So it's not exactly the same as the one that I've got, but it's very similar. And now what you can also do is create kind of these just vertical rectangles to go in the middle of stuff, to fill up some of this space. Use Command Y to check your grid, and you'll see very quickly that you can have loads of fun with it. Keep an eye on the properties panel as well, just to make sure that your individual pieces are perfectly to the point size. Otherwise, yeah, when it comes to rotating them and reflecting them and then moving them on the grid, if they're not perfect, then it's going to mess up your other shapes. So yeah, it's just about having fun with it, and yeah, creating these wacky little shapes, I guess. You can see here that this one looks really good tiled. Which is fun. Let's see if we can flip it. Oops, it ease it. Yeah, super rad, super cool. So yeah, that's macaroni in a nutshell, really. You can really get creative. It's restrictive at the same time, but what you'll find is that what goes on in the middle in this negative space is just as important as the kind of the macaroni pieces themselves. which you can see on this example here, especially here. All this is, you know, one macaroni piece, and then it's just extended and mirrored, and then moved down, and moved to the left and moved to the right, and you get this fantastic negative space. Same with these. So yeah, go have a little play around. It's great for beginners. If you really want an impactful logo mark, super accurate, super old school, timeless. Yeah, go out and do it. I hope you've learned something useful, and I'll see you in the next one.